Hi everyone, Lisa here from LC Designs. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday. As I told you last week, this is a pre-recorded video because I am in Utah with my Stampin' Up friends. We have not seen each other in 2 years, and we wanted to get together since Stampin' Up hasn't had any conventions or, nothing in person. So anyway, as I told you as well that I was going to make a slimline card. So this is my first ever slimline card and my very first time using the embossing paste as well. So here's another Easter card, and this one is a gift card holder. Let me see, I have another sample that has the gift card holder in it. So I had to make a few of these because it's gonna take a while for the embossing paste to dry. So that's why I actually already have 2 of them. So let's get started with our card base, and then we're gonna start with the embossing paste. So the card base for a slimline card is 7 by 8.5. So we're gonna cut this at 7. Cut at 7 because this side is already 8.5. This is our 8.5 side. And then on the 7-inch side, we're gonna score it at 3.5. Let me get that cutting blade out of the way. So score it at 3.5. So I pretty much cut all the layers that we're going to be needing for this so that I didn't have to do a bunch of cutting since it is a pre-recorded video. So we'll just put that. Let's make sure. Yes, it's 8.5. Or did I make? Yeah, 8.5. Okay, so we can set this aside, but that's our card base. So I wanted to use smoky slate, so I don't know why. I just wanted to use smoky slate with the Magenta Madness. I'm using Magenta Madness because this color is going to be retiring. So if you want it, you need to get it now before it runs out. So I'm also using the Butterflies and Flower Laying Decorative Masks. Again, I have not used embossing paste, so I'm going to use both of these for the first time. So I want to lay my mat over where I'm trying to get half of the flower here and then half of the flower here, and I'm not putting it up to the edge because we're just gonna put our embossing paste on, and I don't want it to be like where you'll have the edge. And just if you haven't used the embossing paste before, you need to have like a, I have a dish over here that has warm water in it. So they say that this will harden up quick, which I'm kind of having a hard time finding out because I've been having a piece dry over there already. So I'm using the shimmery white embossing paste. Again, my first time ever. These are the tools that you can get to use. I'm gonna use this one. Let me get my bowl folder out of the way. And this stuff is so nice and sparkly. Let me toss this aside. And you know how I like to use Winkostella. This is like thick Winkostella. So I'm not going to go all the way to the edge over here either because I'm going to try and line this up because we're going to have to move it because this is a slimline card. This is a lot longer. So all you do is just spread it on really easy. Not hard at all. I have not used embossing paste because I think I was actually intimidated with it, and I don't know why because I hadn't used it. So you just put it on and then just brush off. Kind of reminds me of doing sheetrock. And then now we'll pick this up with, well, I thought my tape was going to come with me. So let me move that aside. And then now I'm going to line it up. See the flowers? Just line them up like that. Let's stick this down again. And stick this down again. I just did the masking so that it doesn't move. And then again, and now we'll just put it on the other half. Kind of like spreading mayonnaise on a sandwich. Very easy. Like I said, I don't know why I was intimidated. I hadn't used it. The only thing where I see an issue is the drying. So I think that's good. Look at how pretty it looks over there already. So let's pull this off again. And I'm going to dump this right away into my container of water. There we go. Look at how pretty that looks. I'm going to use something else to pick it up. Look at that. Wow. That is so cool. So I'm going to move this one aside. And like I said, it has to dry. Let me get all this extra embossing paste off. And I have this, I have it laminated. So that's why I'm using this one. And then I'm going to throw this in my my water right away too. And I'm going to try to get this off my hands because earlier I had it all stuck to me. It hardened on my hands. It's got so much glitter. So you could just use a baby wipe. Look, I actually even got it on my nail and I can't seem to get it off. I'm sure over time it'll come off. So let's just wipe this off. And get all this out of the way because now we're gonna go ahead and get the dried piece. And the dried one, we are going to add some more color to it with my blending brush and Magenta Madness ink. This looks really pretty as it is with the smoky slate, but I kind of wanted to add some color. Like I said, this one's already dry. I've had it drying for a bit. And just let's add some color. Again, that Magenta Madness is going to be retiring. So you want to get your hands on it before it's all gone. This is one of my favorite colors of the in colors. But it's already been 2 years, so it's time for it to go, which is crazy. I can't believe it's already been 2 years. So again, just see how pretty and easy, and look at all that sparkle. So you can make your flowers as light as you want, as dark as you want, but I think we are good for right now. And so now, I don't know if I told you, this piece is 8 1/4 by 3 1/4. And we're gonna layer it to a piece of basic white that is 8 3/8 by 3 3/8. And we'll just layer it on like that. You're gonna have just a little bit of a border. It was just to add, of course, more color. I'm gonna use my liquid glue to put it on. You don't have to use a whole lot of liquid glue. Liquid glue will stick and stick. And plus you can move it around, so your placement. That looks good. And then just hold it down for a little bit. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some of the organdy ribbon, and we're gonna lay it across and adhere it in the back. So what I'm gonna do, I like this ribbon because it matches the sparkles. And so I'm just gonna use some tape, adhere it in the back here. Get my ribbon scissors, cut it here. adhere it there. And that is going to be that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to tie a bow with our ribbon. And this matches so pretty with the shimmery, with the shimmer paste. I think I'm going to be using this paste a lot more. I didn't even realize, like I said, how easy it was to use. I was just very intimidated. I assumed it was hard. So let's cut our bow, and we'll use a glue dot to adhere it. I have a glue dot here, and we're going to put it over here. Get my bow out. I'm sorry there's a shadow. Earlier I had too much sun and I had a big old shadow. Okay, so now we can go ahead and adhere that to the front of our card. And we'll use some liquid glue again. I don't know if you could see on this piece of paper, see how it's already hard? That was one I had did earlier. And then that's why I said, oh, I better do it on my laminated one. So then that way I could just wipe it right off. And just kind of push this down for a little bit so it stays in place, because this piece is kind of a little heavy, you know, because it's got that. Look at how pretty that is. So now what we're gonna do is I've already cut this out with the Hippos and Friends dies. Again, I'm using this bunny because he is just so adorable from the Easter and Friends. And we're gonna stamp him on here in Sahara Sand. And we're just gonna get the top part. I should do it somewhere where there's none of that stuff, because it'll come out lumpy. Look at how cute he is. I just love him. But you know, we're not done, because we're gonna add some color to him with the Winkostella. We're gonna make him sparkly too. So the Winkostella will pull just a little bit of color, not a whole lot, but depends how juicy your ink pad is, or how juicy your Winkostella is. But look, he's so cute. This is one sparkly card. So let's let that dry for a minute, and we'll stamp our sentiments. That should be okay, but so I'm using the stamp from Slimline sayings, but I'm just gonna use the happy because I like how big and bold it is. And then we're gonna use just the Easter from the Easter and Friends. And again, we're gonna use Magenta Madness. So we really only need, like I said, happy and Easter. So what I do is I stamp it over here to try to get just the happy, but see, I got some birthday. You can wipe it off with your finger if you want. But this really doesn't matter because we're gonna cut these words out. So see, it kind of got there a little bit. It's okay, because we're gonna cut it out. Normally, if we weren't cutting it out, then I would be concerned. So now on this side, we're just gonna use Easter. So you can just stamp Easter. Those little things, it's fine because we are going to cut them out. And let me grab a baby wipe and try and get some of this ink off of my finger from wiping it off, because then I'll get it all over my card. Okay, so now I need my paper scissors. And like I said, we're just gonna cut these down to close to the words. As close as you could get them. I really like how bold this happy is. Right, like that. My happy and Easter. It's kind of cool that they're two different fonts. I don't cut very straight. You can always do these on your paper trimmer. Okay, so now let's get some dimensionals here. And we're gonna add some dimensionals to the back of our little guy here. I know my granddaughter would love this card just because of all the sparkles. So we're gonna put some dimensionals on the back of our sentiments. My fingers are all pink now and I feel like I'm gonna get pink everywhere. So since that one's stuck to me, we'll go ahead and adhere this one first. And we're just gonna put happy above the bow. We'll put Easter below the bow. And put them both at an angle. And then we're gonna put our little guy over here on the right side. Right there. And look at how cute. But you know what? We're not done. We're gonna do the inside now. So let me get all this out of the way. We're gonna use, again, the same size basic white, which was 8 3/8 by 3 3/8. My liquid glue. Glue it in there. And then we're gonna make a little pocket for a gift card. There, that looks good. So now we're gonna need a piece of Magenta Madness, and it's gonna be 2 3/4 by 4 1/2. So let's go 4 1/2 by 2 3/4. And since we're making a little pocket, what we're gonna do is we're gonna score the 2 sides and then one of the longer sides at a 1/2 inch. So we can start here, I guess, since I have it. A 1/2 inch, a 1/2 inch, because again, we're creating a pocket and there's a 1/2 inch on this side. Okay, but that looks too plain, right? So I'm gonna use my little mini cut and emboss again, and we are gonna emboss it with the heart embossing folders. This one's so adorable, and I don't know why I really haven't used it, but we want to decorate that pocket. And just a reminder, there's only a couple of days left for you to get this little guy on sale. The sale ends the 31st, so just put it through and emboss. I love it. It comes with all the plates and everything. Look, can you see how cute that embossing is on it? It's just way better than a plain pocket. So we're gonna fold our score lines. I can see them. Hopefully you can too. Now that I say that. And so we're gonna cut out the little corners here out of each one. Right like that. To create our little pocket. Then if you have a circle punch, you could probably use the smallest one on the layering circle dies. Just cut a 1/2 circle in the center so that they can get their little gift card out. So now we're gonna add some tear and tape to these, and my tear and tape is right here. So we'll put tear and tape on each side. And then along this side, because these are going to stick to the inside of the card. Like that. So once we take these pieces off, our bottom will stick to that. So just like that. That bottom is secured. So now take that one off. And we have our little pocket, and we're gonna put our pocket over here to the left. And I wanna leave a little white border here and at the bottom. So it's like that. I didn't want it like butted up. I wanted you to see that there was like a little envelope. And let me get my gift card out of my other one. And look, it'll fit right in there into our little pocket. You can put any kind of gift card. And there's your card. Isn't that so cool? Look at all that bling. There's a lot of bling there. But I had fun making my first Slimline card and the first time using the embossing paste. We could have left it white and not added any color. But if you guys experiment with it, let me know. Look, I got 3 of them. So fun. So I hope you guys have a good week. Don't forget to share my video. I will have prizes. I didn't pull prizes for this week because of the internet fiasco last week. So I had to do, again, a pre-recorded, and then I posted it a day late. So I will double up on my prizes, but be sure and share my video, and please let me know that you shared the video. You guys have a good week and take care. Bye-bye.